Alcázar is often called one of Spain's prettiest villages. Back in 1982, it was declared a historic artistic site, and it's right in the middle of rock art sites recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. And since 2015, it's been part of the network of the most beautiful villages in Spain. Walk through its center and you'll find cobblestone streets winding between stone houses, some with arches, all set against the Sierra y Cañones de Guara Natural Park. Many climbing places were recommended to us, and we were surprised that Alcázar was not among the most popular ones. Only 1.5 hours drive northeast of Aragon's capital, Zaragoza, we decided to check out the climbing here and took 5 nights at this really nice Airbnb in the village next door called Adahuesca, which is about 10 minutes away from the climbing walls. Get in touch if you want more information about it. There are many different areas in Alcázar, and during the winter, the south-facing walls are very much appreciated. One of the most beautiful spots we checked was Montxeriguel. Here you will find good, easy routes to warm up on the left, and many harder ones on the right side. From the main car park, the approach is about a 10-minute walk. Go down the stairs here and carefully up this rocky section. With a perfect view of the Collegiata, we started on La Festera, a 5+ that had a commuting start, but great holes and very well protected. Today we're climbing in Castibian. Really easy approach.
Vamos.
Easy routes, so we're starting with the 5+.
Caralho, manda muito, tá forte demais. Eu não consegui fazer isso.
And then a really photogenic 6B with no name and good holes all the way.
Tá frio, Marião?
Another sector we really enjoyed was Collegiata and Becon, which is probably the most popular, due to its very good quality limestone and the proximity to the village, just below the Collegiata.
Lá vamos nós, Marião. Segundo dia, com Climb Stamina, procurando o acesso da Collegiata.
From the main car park, walk to Mirador or Beacon and take a small track that goes down to the main wall. This wall is amazing. With routes up to 60 meters, it ranges from 6B to 8B, facing south, perfect for the colder days. You won't find a lot of routes below 7A though, so keep that in mind. We decided to warm up on Frodo, a 6C+, with a little surprise at the end.
Isso. Agora o Climb Stamina vai brilhar, é hora dele brilhar.
Bruno and George then started looking for a 7C to project over the next few days, and they found El Anarc de Noé a bit further down the wall. They worked the moves on the first day, and the new project was established. The mission was to send it before the end of the trip. The climb consists of 4 main sections. First, is a slabby sequence to get to the first crux, and a dynamic move from 2 really bad holes to a good one. Tricky and delicate. Second part is another slabby sequence up to the second crux, which Bruno and George do different from each other. Third section is, you guessed it, a slabby sequence with a hardish move to a big jug, where you can rest before the last push. Fourth section is a beta-dependent sequence on good crimps, where a fall is very well possible, as you will see a bit later. We will get back to it very soon. On the way back to the Airbnb, we stopped by a cheese factory for some renowned cheese and wine. We then decided to take one day rest to check out La Ruta de las Pasarelas walk. If you visit Alcázar, make sure you do it. It's absolutely beautiful.
E lá vamos nós, Climb Stamina, Marion.
Another sector that you will find easy routes facing south is Placas del Sol. The approach is a bit longer than the other sectors, but the walk is pretty nice and mostly flat, apart from George, who found it too long and kept complaining about it.
A gente tava lá. E é só com o Bruno que eu faço essas caminhadas de 2 horas para chegar na Craig. Olha a cara do vagabundo. Felizão. Não tá nem aí. Chegamos aqui na Plaza del Sol. Galera, pode vir, a caminhadinha é bem tranquila. Vocês vão curtir muito.
Here we climb the first route on the right side of the walk, a 6A plus with no name, that was quite good for a warm-up. And then Calvador, a really nice and technical 6C. Bruno and George were eager to get back on the 7C project, but as I can't climb 7C yet, we decided to have a quick warm-up at the Cueva Ogmullón before going back to La Colegiata. It's an interesting cave with climbs on both sides. It's really easy to get to, but can be annoying with all the tourists walking by and taking pictures. In the winter, it's less popular, but also very cold inside, as no sun gets here and the wind finds its way through the cave. We climbed the 5C, the first route on the left side of the slab wall. Nice and easy, but the top is a bit tricky.
Lá vai Climb Stamina. Viemos aqui hoje nesse setor, tem umas vias mais fáceis para dar uma aquecida antes de voltar lá para a Colegiata.
Lá vai o George Parker em free solo. George jumped on the 6A on the right side of the slab wall. A very nice climb, but some footholds are quite polished. After that, back to the 7C project. Bruno goes first, and with all the moves figured out, it is just a matter of fighting through the pump and not falling. He easily gets by the slab start, prepares for the dyno, and he gets through the first crux. He easily passes through the second slabby section And just before the second crux move, a foot pops and he's back down. Now, George goes for his first red point attempt. Quickly goes past the first slabby section and also sticks the dynamic move. Extra points for style. By the second slabby bit, a rookie mistake makes him lose the left foot, resulting in an unexpected fall. Bruno goes again, and he sends it this time. Click on the card above to watch it on his channel Climb Stamina. As it was getting dark, there was not enough time for George to go again. So we called it a day. The trip is not over yet, and George is really wanting this stick. It could be his first 70, so we came back to La Collegiata once again, with hopes that he will make it. First and second attempts to warm up, set up draws and work out those little mistakes. On his third go, we decided to only put the drone up if he passed through the first two sections. And here's where we are now. George gets past this section with his different beta, and gets to the savior jerk. Now he needs to rest and concentrate. It's the final bit. Come on. Here we go. Last few moves. He looks confused. He doesn't know what to do.
No!
The crimps are ruthless and he falls at the very last move. What a shame. Trip is over, and the 7C dream is not happening so fast. Unless... what if, on our way back from Brazil, we had a quick stop by Alcázar? The story is not over yet. Stay tuned for the second chapter soon. Thanks for watching, and à la prochaine!
Tá bom.